Well, it looks like, once again, Microsoft was a little slow to the game, but they have a chance in the mobile space because of their track record with the collaboration software and the SharePoint platform. So they have a large user base with SharePoint. And do you think this will help them get more people on the mobile Microsoft platform?
Absolutely. That's definitely something that we were really lacking in. And with the long development cycle of a SharePoint implementation, they were kind of behind the game. So what we saw is a lot of our clients were using some other third-party tools, some other cloud-based collaboration software. And the real problem with that was you don't have the same security, you don't have the same set of features, but it was fulfilling that need that the users had for some sort of a collaboration right now. So with the introduction of 2013, we're really giving the users the ability to collaborate the way they need to behind the firewall in a secure environment and still giving them all of those rich capabilities they're used to in a SharePoint environment.
Let's back up a little bit and talk about why people put in a SharePoint platform. What kind of business applications are they using the platform for, and what kind of problems are they solving in their business?
The main driver for a lot of the implementations is the collaborative capabilities. That's still the #1 use case. But as it has always been, there have been a number of other use cases that certain firms are taking advantage of, whether that be internet capabilities or BI capabilities. There's a very wide breadth of capabilities that SharePoint has always had. The thing that they're doing well now in 2013, and this has been an evolutionary process, is they're building deeper into some of those. So where we had records management capabilities, they weren't enough for most firms to get off of a standalone records management system. So now what we're seeing with 2013 is that the records management capabilities are deep enough that they can actually get off of a separate platform and they can incorporate that functionality entirely into SharePoint. And we're seeing that in a lot of areas, whether it be search, business intelligence, records management, a lot of these areas, and that's where the real value comes in with SharePoint, is once you incorporate all these things into a single platform, that's when you really start seeing some real value.
Tell me a little bit about how you see SharePoint adding value in a business like a county government.
With the county government, the main business case we're seeing, collaboration, whether that be with project management, collaborating with different departments. In some organizations, governmental organizations for example, sometimes there are silos of information and there are different departments that don't necessarily communicate well with each other. A product like SharePoint tries to break down those barriers and really gets people working on the same page. So once you combine the business intelligence, when you combine some of those other social aspects, you put them all into one place and you can really break down some of those barriers and create a really collaborative environment.
That comment on the social aspect of SharePoint, are you familiar with how they're integrating Yammer, the purchase of Yammer? I thought that was a bold strategic move and probably a blocking move against Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. That's got to be one of the most exciting things for 2013. They've really made a conscious effort to make social better. They had tried it in 2010, they added some social features, but now in 2013, especially when with the acquisition of Yammer and Skype, they really said we're going to take a conscious effort at making social better. And from everything we've seen so far, the social aspects of SharePoint 2013 are a great improvement over 2010.